It's the fight of the living dead. Monster Brawl. Yeah, Monster Brawl. This is a movie from 2011. Like, what if you had a vampire and the mummy and the werewolf, and they all, like, fought in, like, a wrestling league? Well, that's exactly what this is. It's supposed to be like a pay-per-view event, or like it reminds me of that, and you have commentators, and they're, commenting on all the fighters, who are all these, like, classic monsters. You have Frankenstein, you have the werewolf, you got the mummy, you got a vampire lady, you got a swamp thing kind of creature, you got a zombie guy in there, you got a witch, and it's pretty weird, and it's kind of funny. Like, I gotta admit, they do little vignettes of every fighter in there. They give them a little bit of backstory, tell you their origin or where they come from, and it takes place in this, like, graveyard, this haunted graveyard. Like, all these monsters get summoned for this one fight, this one battle, to determine who is the toughest monster. It's a fight to the death, of course, and it's got, like, practical effect kind of gore in there. I don't think there's a whole lot of CGI. There is maybe a couple of little, like, laser beams or magic or something going on in there, but not much. Your commentators are pretty funny. Like, there's, of course, Dave Foley from Kids in the Hall is in this. He's one of the commentators, and he's, like, I think he's the only guy that survives to the end of the movie, actually. Because there's also, like, a zombie kind of invasion. Like the other commentator gets bitten by a zombie, and he turns into a zombie by the end of it, and Dave Foley's got to blow him away. Now, I mentioned Dave Foley because he's, like, the only actor that I really recognized in here. You also get Jimmy Hart, who I don't know really anything about. I'm guessing he was very heavily involved in wrestling. Kevin Nash, same thing. I'm not really a wrestling fan, but this is what I wish wrestling was back in the day. Also, you get Lance Henriksen in here. You know Lance Henriksen, Bishop from the Alien series. Actually a really good actor. They don't even show him at all in here. He's kind of the narrator. He narrates some of the backstory stuff of the characters, and then every once in a while the fights are going on, it's kind of like a video game, like Mortal Kombat or something like that. It's like spectacular, finish him kind of stuff, and it's Lance Henriksen's voice. Now, it's kind of cheap looking, but I don't mind that at all. I mean, there had to be a certain type of costume that these guys were wearing while they were doing, like, actual wrestling moves, because there's, like, jumping off the top rope, and there's, like, the clothesline maneuver, the body slam, and, like, all these, like, wrestling moves that you're gonna see, like, say, Hulk Hogan doing, but it's Frankenstein. And that was cool. I thought. I don't know. I just thought it was kind of funny, kind of clever. It kept me entertained. I kind of wanted to see who was going to win at the end, and I'm not going to spoil it for you here. There's some brutal, gory fights. There's some really funny moments. There's some that are kind of like, but yeah, overall it kind of worked for me. So I'm going to give Monster Brawl a B-. Yeah, it was entertaining enough. I might watch this again in the future. I don't know. I got a lot of movies, man, and it's going to take me a long time to get back to this one. But I would go back to it. And I do recommend it, if you can find it. Well, it was on some streaming service. I think it was originally on Netflix, but I got the DVD copy. You could probably find it floating around out there somewhere. Yeah, Monster Brawl. Not so bad. B-. So until the next creature feature, have a good one, everybody.